Bad Wolf here, and for today's Craft Magic, I have the final installment of our Fat Pack posters I've been working on. I'm so excited to see these done. Just spoilers, they look amazing. Most of them. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the hangers on the back. I found some self-leveling hangers, so hopefully it'll work like I'm planning, but I don't know. Basically, remember that kind of hole we sawed? What is the word I'm looking for? Drilled into the back of the boards? Yeah, basically, we're putting that there. And these self-leveling hangers, you're supposed to be able to push them in with your thumbs, but that's a lie. So I used all sorts of small hammers, and I don't know, this metal rod thing I found in the garage and pounded the crap out of to put those little pointy spikes in because my thumbs were not cutting it. But yeah, so I did that to the back of all of them, made sure they were going the right direction so that when I hang them, they'll actually hang on the wall and not topple over. Alright, once I had all my hangers on the back of my poster things, I went about putting the Fat Pack poster on. So I cut the bottom tab off. It kind of goes triangly on one edge, and I didn't need it. I just wanted the rectangular poster part. So I cut that off with a paper cutter because I have that and I like using it. And then what I did was I wet both the back of the poster and then the board that I was putting on. Put Mod Podge on the board so it would be the glue kind of protective. And I used the waterproof Mod Podge because I wanted to give it a better hold than just the regular Mod Podge. But since these are going to be inside and not outside, I'm not too worried about them getting wet unless for some reason I decide to have a water fight in whatever room I'm in, and then they'll still be safe and protected because they're supposed to be waterproof. Yay! So, waterproof that side. I re-dampened most of the backs of the posters, then put those on, and then dampen the front of it, and then put more Mod Podge on to put them together and hold them down. And then, because I was not thinking correctly, I decided that it would be a good idea to put another board on top of it to help press them down and hold them down, but don't do that! I repeat, do not do that! Let them dry without anything on top of them, because if you put something on top of wet, damp paper, you're going to pull off the paint. I 100% guarantee you will pull off the paint and you will not be happy with your posters and how they turn out. I'm just speaking from experience. Learn from my mistakes here because, oh, it was such a sad, sad day when I pulled them apart and pulled all the paint off, and I was just so sad. So don't do that. But yep, just make sure you dampen everything. That helps the Mod Podge go on better, and I think it gives it a better seal and a fit on it, and it's gonna look really awesome. Alright, so that's how you put that craft together, and yep, that's about it. You know, do the usual: comment, like, subscribe. Okay, fine, I'll show you, because they turned out pretty awesome. I do have to redo the ones. I did the whole stacky thing to make them flat on, because let me just show you what happened. So, you see these nice white lines here? Where there's color and such? Yeah, and you know what's the worst part about it? Not only did it hit my Journey to the Nyx, my Born of the Gods, and my lovely Cons of Tarkir, or no, that one's Dragons. The Dragons of Tarkir one. Look at those awful lines. It hit my favorite one shot. Look at that. Look at those. Look at that. Look at the awful lines on there. It's just awful. Luckily, my husband was nice enough and bought me another Chandra poster so I can pull this off and fix it, because that's just unacceptable. That makes me really sad. I should have known this going in, but if it didn't have the white lines, it would look a lot better. I've been tempted to try and fix it by using some Sharpie and coloring it for at least the black spots, and maybe try painting it in those areas, but I'm not that talented of an artist, so at least I'll have a new Chandra. That's good. But do you want to see? Okay, I'll show you the ones that actually work because they look totally awesome. Even these look pretty awesome minus the white lines. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. But the ones that actually worked like I wanted them to look so good. So look at this Fate Reforged. I mean, just look how good, just think of how good that is. Gonna be hanging on a wall like this. That's gonna be amazing. It's just gonna have Sarkin, and then they're gonna have the other two surrounding it, and it's gonna be great. It does have a little bubble, but I can fix that with more Mod Podge. It'll be fine. It just, it turned out so good. So that one was good, the Fate Reforged one, which is nice. And then the Khans of Tarkir also looks pretty darn good. I love how this Mod Podge just seems to bring out the color a little bit. I don't know what happened. I just think it looks way more amazing than being sat in my room in a pile waiting to have something done with them. Now I can hang them up. Yay! And let's see what else. Oh, my Theros one here. I don't know what happened here. I think that's just because this is the oldest backpack I have, and so it's gone through a little bit of love and use. So I'm guessing that's what that is, because it's definitely not as bad as actually pulling this stuff up. But it does look like it has a little wear and tear, but I think that's just from having it since I got this backpack, so forever it feels like. And then finally, we've got Garrick. Let's turn it the right side up. See, Garrick. He's got his purpley eyes. It turned out really good with the black, I think, for him and the Chandra one. I like the kind of the black and the white with just a splash of color, and the blackboard really helps bring it all together, in all honesty. Although, I don't know where I'm going to put him because he's kind of creepy. He's like staring into my soul. Definitely not in a kid's room, that's for sure. Unless they are Garrick or like Garrick. I don't know. What would be awesome is if you hollow it out, just right there, put little infrared optic lights, you know, and just have glowing red eyes. Or in this case, glowing purple eyes in the middle of the night, just that randomly come on. That would be absolutely and utterly terrifying. I have some of the best ideas some days. But yes, let me know what you think of them in the comments below. I don't care what you think of them. I love them. I'm hanging them up all over, and once I get them on the wall, I will post a picture on like the Instagram and probably like do a whole video of just me showing off my wall with all my beautiful posters. Once I get the other replacement stuff done. As nice the Chandra one. I don't know if I'm gonna get the other 3. So, yeah. Let me know what you think of them in the comments below. Like this video, and as always, subscribe for more.